I keep waiting on him. Chris Smoove is waiting on me. Chris Smoove is waiting on me.
Mango season is on the horizon, and that can only mean one thing. Those mango thieves are gonna be coming back. And I know what you're thinking. Why would anybody steal mangoes? Why would that happen? What's going on there? It's actually pretty funny. When we first moved to Florida, we thought, wow, this is great. This neighborhood is nice and quiet. There's not any crime. We have good neighbors. But during the summer, some very strange things started happening. We started seeing random strangers staring at our house. They'd stand across the street from our house. They'd stand at the end of the block and look at our house. Different people would be coming at different times of the day. Some in the morning, some in the afternoon, some at night. And it was really weird. It was even kind of scary. We were thinking, are people thinking of robbing us? Are they thinking of, are they scoping us out? Are they seeing when we're home, when we're not home? What's going on here? And about 2 weeks later, we got our answer. We woke up one morning and all of the mangoes on our trees were taken. Every single mango on our tree was taken. These mango thieves must have came at night and took all the mangoes. And some of these mangoes are high up on the tree, so they must have had one of those mango grabbers, those long poles with like teeth-like arms, or I don't know what you call them, but they took every single mango off of the tree. And the mangoes weren't even ripe yet. They weren't quite ripe yet, so I don't know what was going on there. Splash. Our mango tree got splashed by some thieves, and my dad was furious because we like mangoes. He likes mangoes. We like mangoes. They taste great. Florida mangoes are amazing. And I know what you're thinking. Splash. I got Jug. Give those noobs a hug. They're gonna need it. What rhymes with need it? I don't know. If you have an infant, you gotta feed it. If you don't have a girlfriend, you gotta beat it. Don't start something unless you're gonna complete it. I'm so hype. All I need is a mic. I don't need a favorite. I don't need a like. All of a sudden, I feel like Joe Budden. I feel like And I know what you're thinking. What's the big deal about these mangoes? Why are people stealing mangoes? Are they really that good? And that's a good question to ask. And I have a question to ask you. Have you ever had a mango? And if you have had a mango, did you think it tasted good? Did you think it tasted Now, if you think it didn't taste that good, chances are it's because you had a bad mango, because a lot of mangoes, not all mangoes taste delicious. Some mangoes have fibers in them when you're eating them. And that's generally like in states such as New York. I've eaten mangoes in New York and I was like, is that a mango? That's terrible. That's ugh. I don't like that. If I would have eaten that first, I would have probably never liked mangoes. But the mangoes in Florida are not, they don't have any fibers. There's a lot of different flavors and varieties. For example, there's one mango, it's called the ice cream mango. With a name like that, I wonder what it tastes like. I've actually never had an ice cream mango, but I'm sure it tastes delicious if it has that name. So the people that go around neighborhoods stealing all these mangoes, not only do they eat them for themselves, but if you've ever been to one of those flea markets in Florida where they sell a lot of fruits, these mango thieves will be selling the mangoes that they stole at that flea market. There's no way that they have all these different variety of mangoes in their backyard. They don't have that many different mango trees. How are they gonna have 30 different mango varieties or different flavors at that little flea market stand. You know they've been stealing those mangoes. So the mango thieves, not only are they eating them because they like how they taste, but they're also making a profit by selling them because they have hundreds and hundreds of mangoes. They literally go around all neighborhoods and they just harvest off of everybody else's trees. And my dad, since moving to Florida, every year he's been thinking of a way to keep as many mangoes as possible because so many people are stealing them. So the first thing we did was we put a fence in our backyard because when we first moved, our house did not have a fence. So we put a fence and that protected the mango tree that we have in our backyard. But we also have a mango tree in the front yard. So that tree is still vulnerable to this day. And the funny thing is that around the corner from where I live, there's actually this Colombian family and they have a mango tree in their front yard. And one year they tried to put a fence around the mango tree in the front yard. They had like barbed wire so that you couldn't just take your hands to grab the mangoes when you're walking on a sidewalk. And my dad was actually thinking about doing something like that. But in like a week or two, the code compliance of my city, they found out about that fence and they fined that family because you're not allowed to put a fence in your front yard. That makes the neighborhood look ghetto. You can't do that. And so my dad wasn't able to do that, although he was thinking about copying that technique because those trees out in the front, it's just picking season. There's nothing you can do about it. What we should do is hire a Juggernaut guy to protect the mango tree. You see what I'm doing in this game? You see how I can't die with this Juggernaut? How I'm just beasting and feasting? That's what we need. We need a Juggernaut to protect our mango tree in the front so that we can actually eat those mangoes. Because the mango tree we have in the front... Oh, whoa, I almost died right here. The other team is trying everything they can to take me out, and I almost died by an AH6 Overwatch. But let's get back to the mangoes. The mango tree in our front yard is actually the Glen mango variety. It's delicious. It's so good. And that's why we're so mad when they get taken because they're really, really good. The mango tree we have in the backyard, I'm not sure what variety that is, but I think that's why so many people come back every year to steal our mangoes because when you get a taste of that Glen mango, you gotta come back the next year to steal them. And each year, whatever mangoes we do get to keep, we send some of them by mail to our family members in New York and in New Jersey. And they love them. They always ask us to bring them more. And that's what we should do to those mango thieves. Give them a knife. Get a Juggernaut guy to defend it and knife those mango thieves. But all our relatives, it's funny, when we send them a box of mangoes, whoever we send it to first, what they'll do is they'll take the biggest mangoes and keep them for themselves, and then they'll share the rest of the box, the little mangoes, with the rest of our family members. So one year we got complaints. One of my uncles, he said, don't ship the mangoes to him anymore because he took all the big mangoes and gave us the little mangoes. And so our family members are in New York and New Jersey. They're fighting over the mango supply. And the mango, I mean, fighting over mangoes, that sounds like something that would be in a movie, right? Fighting over mangoes, but they're really good. If you haven't had any Florida mangoes, I think you should do so. You should come take a trip down here one day, 1 week or something in the summer, get some Florida mangoes, try them out, and try out the Assault Juggernaut because I had a smile on my face the entire time I was playing with this Juggernaut. The entire time I was in this suit, I was smiling. I think I might have found my new Claymore in Modern Warfare 3. The Juggernaut is really fun. I love it. I love being annoying, and it's something that I earned. And what in the world was that? Was that an airstrike? Did they put an airstrike on me? And there I go. I finally die. I'm 46-3. And I don't know what that was at the end that gave me so much damage. Was that an airstrike? What was that?